What can you tell us about Joey?
Joey's got a great skill set. Obviously, coming from a goalie background with his dad, Pierre Daccord, his skill set is very, very impressive. He tracks the puck real well, and he reads the play exceptionally well. And the one thing that we can't forget, he's a great puck handler. He loves to handle the puck, and he's basically a third defenseman back there.
What did you see when you went down last weekend with Pierre that stood out?
You know what? I've been to see Joey probably 3 or 4 times this year at different games, and what I see is a guy that competes, a guy that basically leads his team to wins. And the biggest thing we told him when he left development camp this summer was, it's okay, you're going to get a lot of shots, but put those excuses behind. We want to see you win, and we want to see you lead your team to victories. It's not always easy. Sometimes you're going to get bombarded with shots, but we want to see a goalie that is going to lead his team to victories.
Based on what you've seen over the last couple of years at development camp, even Pierre, has the progression been exactly how you thought it would be?
Honestly, my first year here, the goalie that's developed is impressive. When I first came in, honestly, be honest, I wasn't sure where his upside would be, but now he's an NHL goalie upside. He's progressed, he's refined his game, and he's really studied the way he needs to play to be an NHL goaltender. So he's refined his game that way, and it's impressive to see how he's progressed that way. Now he's a bona fide, true NHL upside goaltender.
Not sure if you're the one to ask, but are you hoping to squeeze him into the lineup and into a game between now and Saturday?
We'd like to. We'd like to get him a game. Today was a good day for him, just to get acclimated with the speed and shots of the NHL compared to the college level. We'd like to get him the game. Which game, we don't know yet. I have to sit down with Crow and talk about it. But we'd definitely love to see him get in the game before he goes back and finishes his school year.
Is there any update on Mike?
Mike's progressing very well. We skated this morning. He's progressing much better than before, and we're hoping to get him back to Belleville and practice soon.
I have a chance to talk to you very often. The other 2 goaltending prospects in this organization, what's your assessment of Hogberg and?
Well, see, with Hogberg, started the year, had a great training camp, got hurt just after training camp. And what he's done when he came up here, played well. The Vancouver game played very well, should have gotten a win there. But what he's done is that he's established himself that he can play at the NHL level. And what he's doing right now is leading him, hopefully, his team to playoffs. We're hoping that they can solidify a spot. But he's shown that he's again, identified the spots that he need to work on. He's worked on those, and he's done a good job. For Gustafsson, thought right out of training camp was for him to start in East Coast Hockey League to get some game and acclimated to the North American style game. He ended up, because of the injuries and because of circumstances, playing. At one point, he was leading the American League in minutes played and shots against. And that was too much too soon as a plan for the organization. It is what it is. We can't foresee those happening. But he's progressed very well, and now the 2 games he's been at, he's played 2 games in the East Coast in the last 3 weeks. And then played last week, played a very well game. They lost 2-1, but he was a factor in giving them a chance to win. So we're very happy with the way these 2 have progressed. And the other one we can't forget is Kevin Mondelez in Cape Breton. Just won a series against Charlottetown, won 4 games straight. I went to see him play games 3 and 4, and he's controlled and calmed himself down to a goalie that's going to utilize the size very well. And he led his team to a series win. So we're hoping that he keeps progressing that way in the playoffs. So our outlook as far as goaltending depth has never looked better. And with adding Joey on the contract, we're excited to see where this goes.
Never have too many, eh?
Exactly. Yeah.
Since he went through a draft, did you see him?
Back then I was with Florida. I seen him. Honestly, the goalie I seen him play in Muskegon. He was overactive, overplaying everything, oversliding, just basically overdoing everything, trying to be the show and make that big save. And when you don't, you just be controlled and make that simple save. And that's what he's done now. If you see that he's controlled his play back into his crease a bit more, and he's waiting for things to happen to come to him. So that's the goalie that he needs to be. And that's what, talking with Gord, is he progressed every year to become that NHL type goaltender.